In this video, I'm going to discuss 8 ways a planner can be used to manage your finances so you can be less stressed about money. And we're going to get started right now. Hi everyone, my name is Tonya. I make videos on practical planning, organization, and small business. Hi, and I'm so excited to be talking about ways you can use your planner to manage finances. Hey, by the way, I am recording actually outside of my home. Our HVAC system has been out for the last 3 weeks, and we're supposed to get it fixed next week. So it is just too hot in the house to record. So today I'm recording outside. Now, with that, you may hear my neighbor's dogs and other sounds. Are you on Facebook? If so, please head over to my Facebook page and like and follow me there. Are you on YouTube? Hi, hey! Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe. And are you on Instagram? If so, please follow me at Tanya_plans. I'm going to be discussing 8 ways you can use your planner to manage your finances. Number 1. One great way to use your planner is to track when you're going to get paid. I like using the monthly view sheets for this. Now let me show you my monthly view sheets. These are the inserts, and as you will see, these are the monthly views, and there is a month on 2 pages. And I use payday stickers to mark when I'm going to get paid. By the way, the stickers and everything that you see in this video will be in the description if you're interested. But here I can mark when I plan to get paid, and that way if I have an event coming up around the pay date, I can determine if I'll have enough money for that event. For example, there's a baby shower coming up, and I am able to plan which paycheck I'll use to get a baby shower gift, for example. But a planner is a great way to manage your finances, as that when you get checks or your pay dates, to be able to mark them on a calendar is huge for being able to manage your money. Number 2, I like to use a blank page to write out how I plan to spend my paycheck. Now, my planner inserts are a day on 2 pages. So this is what you're looking at is one day, and as you can see, the day spans to 2 pages. And what's neat about this is there is a blank page for each day. I use these blank pages to map out how much money I'm going to get, and sometimes just do a quick calculation to see how much money I'm going to have left over, which normally isn't much. But as you can see on these inserts, over here you have a section where you can write in your prioritized task list. So you can just make a list of everything that you want to do. Over here is a section for your appointment schedule, and the times are over here. So as you can see, at 2 o'clock on this day, my daughter has a volleyball game. And I love having the set aside section for times, because whenever I have something going on, my eyes automatically are trained to go to this section to see what things I have for appointments for that day. And over here is just the greatest thing, and this is a blank page for notes, and this is where I write out how I plan to spend my check. Nothing fancy. I can be anywhere and do this. This is the great thing about it. I can just, even if I'm sitting in the car waiting for something or waiting for someone to come out the store or something like that, I can just use this blank page to write out a quick calculation on like how much I plan to get and how I plan to spend it. And also I want to mention with these inserts, I love that at the top of each day there is a different quote. Number 3, now next I'm going to show you some planner inserts that can help you with managing your finances. Now I actually have some examples that I can show you of these inserts, but I'm trying to be kind of private with my financial information. I hope you understand. But I'm just going to show you some blank planner pages. Now this is a monthly expense tracker, and this is a great way where if you want to just record all of your expenses for the month, let's say you're trying to control your expenses, or you're trying to really get a good handle on how your money is being spent, using one of these sheets is a great way to do that. Now as you can see at the top here, there are columns, and there's a column that's for date, You can put the category here, like it could be office supplies, or food could be a category. Where, that's the place where you purchase something from. It could be Walmart or wherever you go, whatever store. What, you can put down what you've purchased. And here are 3 columns where you can indicate if you paid cash, check, or card, and the total amount of the purchase. Now you can use one of these or a couple of these sheets for each month, and that way you can see exactly how or where you are spending your money. Now this sheet is included in the starter pack. Again, everything will be linked below, and it is also included in the Franklin Planner financial package. Number 4, I would like to show you the monthly budget worksheet. And as you can see on this sheet, this is great for if you have a budget, which is a great idea to have. If you have a budget of how much you want to spend in certain categories. So over here, as you can see, there are categories like for automobile, like gasoline, insurance, maintenance and repairs, or car payments. Then there's a section for charitable contributions. Do you give to your church, and other charitable contributions can be put here. How much do you spend on children? How much do you spend on clothing? There's a section for that. How much do you spend on education, books, tuition, school fees? Entertainment, how much do you spend on movies and restaurants? Then here's a section for gifts. How much do you spend for birthdays and holidays? On the back, there are other categories for household items, such as how much you spend on maybe child care or groceries. That would go here. Your rent and mortgage and utilities would go in this section as well. Then here's a category for insurance. How much do you spend on medical insurance, life insurance? That will go there. There's a section for dental and miscellaneous expenses. So if there are categories that are not listed on this sheet, you can write in your own miscellaneous categories. There's a section for publications, for recreations like hobbies, vacation, savings, etc. So on the sheet, what's great about this budget worksheet is that in these columns, these 2 columns are for your budget. So you will put what you plan to spend for the month in these 2 columns. And these 2 columns are your actual expenses. So then with these 2 columns here, like let's say for your budget, there are fixed amounts for your budget. For example, your car payment, if you have one, could be fixed because you know how much that would be every month. However, there are other payments that may fluctuate, like your food bill may fluctuate. So you can specify in these columns if your budget is fixed or if it's periodic. And then over here you can write in your actual expenses. So after you budget for it, then you would come over here to this column, write down exactly what you did pay that month for that expense, and then put the difference in this last column over here. And at the top here, this is where you would write in the month and the year. But this is a great way if you just wanted a simple way to keep track of how much you budgeted, how much you actually spent, and the difference. Number 5, the yearly income and expense tracker. The purpose of this insert is so you can see your expenses over an annual basis, over a year. Now, why is this important? Sometimes when we budget just for the pay period or just for the month, like the other planner sheets I showed you was for the month. This one is for the year. Sometimes we forget to budget for things that come annually. For example, in my state, we have personal property taxes we have to pay on our car in June. I will more than likely think about that when I'm filling out an annual budget as opposed to filling out a monthly sheet. So that's why it's good to plan on an annual basis as well. So on the sheet, let me just quickly show you what's on this insert. Now, so over here, you got your expenditures. So you can categorize your expenditures for the year for automobile, charitable donations, children, clothing, education, gifts, medical, mortgage, etc. You can put that in, and there are blank spaces for you to put in additional categories if you like. Now, what's on this annual tracker, you have each month listed. So you have 6 months on this page, and if you turn on the back, you have the other 6 months on the back. So you have January, February, March, April, and so on and so forth. And then you also have columns to indicate if an expense is fixed or periodic. And you can just write that in there. So this is a great way to track expenses on an annual basis. And when it's time to do your taxes, sometimes some of these expenses can be deductible, meaning you don't have to pay taxes on some of the expenses that you have. And this is a great way. You can just pull this sheet out and kind of give it to your accountant, or use it at tax time if you do your own taxes. So this is just another way to keep track of everything, but on an annual basis. Number 6, you can use your planner as a check register. Now this way you can avoid carrying around a separate checkbook register and keep all the information neatly in your planner. And having a check register in your planner also gives you more space than you would get with a regular conventional check register. Now some people still write checks, some people only don't write checks and they only use their debit card. But if you are the type of person that still writes checks for certain things, keeping a check register in your planner gives you way more room to record items than the conventional way. Now, a check register would include items like, of course, your check number, your debit card transaction information, who the check is made payable to, the amount of the check or deposit, and your bank balance. Number 7, you can use your planner to keep track of your business-related expense receipts. Now, with these inserts, the day on 2 pages, at the end of each month is a page that looks like this. And it has the month at the top and the name business expenses. And on the side here is the day. So each day of the month is listed here in numeric format. And then here's a column where you can put your business purpose, which is why, where, who, etc. And then you have four columns here, and you can use these columns as you see fit. I love that these columns are blank, because that way I'm not locked into whatever the form says. I can put whatever I'd like at the top here. Now these sheets you definitely want to keep, because business expenses a lot of times are tax deductible. Number 8, and lastly, you can use your planner to store receipts and to store your money. I like to use the zipper clear pouch to keep my money and change in. I don't carry a separate wallet. This keeps my purse light, and I can see exactly how much money I have right here in my planner. I also use my planner to store receipts. So let's say I buy an appliance or a major purchase, or I have a business related receipt. I love to have the planner around, because that way I can just quickly stick it in my planner. I can use these plastic sleeves to keep receipts in, or sometimes I will carry the folder pouches, and you can just stick your receipts in there. But everything is nice and neat, and that way you don't misplace receipts. So I hope you found this video helpful. How do you use your planner to manage finances? Please let me know in the comments. I love chatting with you. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Tonya, helping you feel more organized so this can be your best year yet. Take care.